What's up, YouTube? This is Too Raw for TV. Now, I've got to touch on this, okay? Boy, look, Kendrick Perkins, Jay Williams, they're entitled to their opinions, but so am I, okay? And so are you. And they were touching on the fact that, of course, there's this ongoing rivalry between Charles Barkley and Draymond Green. You know what I'm saying? Draymond Green tries to belittle Charles Barkley, saying that he never won anything, and all Barkley did was put up big numbers on bad teams, which is absolutely fucking ridiculous. Okay? And Charles Barkley refers to Draymond Green as the worst member of a boy band. All right? That thinks he's more important than what he really is. And that's kind of accurate, you know what I'm saying, in my opinion, with Draymond. But what gets me is the things that Jay Williams and Draymond were saying to, like, back up Draymond in this situation. Like, Kendrick Perkins was saying, you know, that it's impressive, you know what I'm saying, when you look at the fact that you got Draymond Green, the guy's 6'5" and playing the center position at times. He's playing, you know, he's 6'5", he's won the Defensive Player of the Year award, and you Bravo. Okay. This is my thing about the height and being 6'5", okay? Ever since they've, you know, gone back to measuring guys barefoot rather than their shoes, okay, they've been making a big whoop-de-woo about Draymond being 6'5", okay? Look, Ben Wallace, when he was playing, he was listed as 6'9", but we all said back then, 10 years ago, when people telling Too Raw he didn't know what the fuck he was talking about, when I used to be on YouTube, back then, I told people, I said, Ben Wallace is listed as 6'9", but he's actually 6'7". Oh man, Ben Wallace ain't no 6'9", man. Like Ben Wallace is 6'7", man. 6'9" with an afro, but he's 6'7". Okay? He's 6'7" and doing what he's doing at the center position. Alright? Grabbing 12, 13, 14, 15 rebounds per game, blocking 2 and 3 shots a game, getting 1 to 2 steals a game, playing lockdown defense, okay? That's a Defensive Player of the Year winner. Not that league, not that, you know, marketed shit that Draymond got back in 2000, 16, 17, okay? I think it was that year. That was some manufactured bullshit that he got that year, man. He campaigned for that award, okay? I saw so many different games that year where I saw Draymond fouling people, you know what I'm saying, and Mike Breen would act like it was a clean block or a clean steal. All I saw was fucking fouls, okay? And look, okay, that defensive award won, okay? But there are a lot of guys that have won that award that are not in the Hall of Fame. Okay? One of them, Alvin Robinson. He won that award, 85-86, had the NBA record for most steals in the season, has the highest steals per game average in the NBA of all time. He's not in the Hall of Fame. So, you know, that's no criteria to put a guy in the Hall. Ben Wallace won 4 Defensive Player of the Year awards. He really should have won 5 in a row. That year, they gave it to Ron Artest, 2003-2004 season. It's the same year the Pistons won the title. They should have gave it to Ben Wallace that year, too. Okay? So there's that. Charles Barkley was only 6'4.5", and he was averaging 11, 12 rebounds a game. Had 1 year, 86-87, he averaged 14.6 boards, you know, and he won the rebounding title. He's the shortest guy, to win the rebounding title. Mr. Triple Single, as I said yesterday, I believe it was, in his 596 career games, only has reached double-digit rebounds in 135 games. Only 23% of his games played has he reached 10 rebounds. Dennis Rodman, in 911 career games, reached 10 or more rebounds 630 times. And that includes the fact that he didn't become a full-time starter until his 4th season. So you don't impress me with this height and that award, okay? Because I can do you extra. I can give you more than that, all right? And this thing about Jay Williams' point about him playing hard, did you watch last season? How many times did we see Draymond go out and fake an injury when he didn't want to play? Was he playing hard when they were getting blown up by 40 and 50 points and he was, ejecting himself out of the game in the second quarter? Did you see him when he quit against the Lakers? You know what I'm saying? Get 4 fouls in 10 minutes and quit because he didn't want to get blown out? Miss me with that bullshit, man. This guy's nothing like Dennis Rodman. And I mean nothing like Dennis Rodman. And it's a fucking disgrace to compare him to Dennis Rodman. He's nothing like Dennis Rodman. Nothing. You will never fucking convince me he's like Dennis Rodman. Okay? Dennis Rodman had his eccentricities, okay? And he had his idiosyncrasies. He was weird. We all get that, okay? He was a guy that marched to his own drummer. But when it came out there on the court, Dennis Rodman gave 100% every fucking day, okay? Whether it was a close contest or whether the Bulls were getting blown out, which didn't really happen. But even when he was with the Detroit Pistons and they became a mediocre team and they were losing, Dennis Rodman was still averaging 18 rebounds, 19 rebounds, having games with 10 points and 20 rebounds, okay? He always fucking came out there and played because that's what he got paid to do. But Mr. $100 million scrub, okay, showed us absolutely nothing this past year. And I don't care what anybody want to say up on this goddamn, in this comment section. This guy's a fucking scrub, man. He's an absolute scrub. This last year was the year to shut me and Ticket TV and LB and all of us up, and he didn't fucking do it. He fucking shit his pants, okay, out there on the court. He did nothing. I don't want to hear nothing about no injuries. I don't want to hear none of that shit. He choked. Well, actually, he didn't choke because he wasn't able to have he didn't have the ability to do that shit anyway. Which is what we all knew. We all knew he couldn't do this shit. We all knew it was bullshit. People fell for that bullshit. I knew I can watch this guy play and tell you that he's the type of guy that needs great players around him to flourish. Okay? All right? I'm going to give you a more talented example of him. Now, when Rajon Rondo was surrounded by Kevin Garnett and Ray Allen and Paul Pierce, you can make a case. He was a top 2009, 2010. You can make a case that back then Rondo was shit. Let me think about it before I say it now, because you had Deron Williams too. You can make a case that he was a top 3 point guard. Chris Paul was probably the best, I guess, at that time. Chris Paul was the best point guard. Yeah. You had some people at that time that would put him ahead of Russell Westbrook. But once he got on those mediocre teams that didn't have stars, he would still put up some assists, you know what I'm saying? But once he didn't have that talent around him, he didn't shine as much, which I guess is true with most people, most players. You got to have some people around you to perform. Everybody's not Jason Kidd. But this guy, Draymond Green, Steph, Clay, Durant made him look good. If you take those guys off the floor, you got mediocrity at best. This guy struggles to get 10 rebounds, to get 10 points, all right, to get 8, 9 assists. But he's supposed to be a walking triple-double. Please. I'm going to tell you a guy who was great that played out of position, and nobody gives him credit for this. Randy Smith, Iron Man, played for the Buffalo Braves, which became the San Diego Clippers and then ultimately Los Angeles Clippers. Randy Smith passed away, I think it was June of 2009, I think he died during that finals. And around that time of the finals, I think it was June 2009, I think it was. But anyway, Randy Smith once held the record for most consecutive games played, 906. Randy Smith was 6'3" and played at the small forward position. Okay? And he wasn't a big 6'3". He was like 6'3", 180. But he played the small forward position. Even back then in the 1970s, that was small for that position. And he thrived. All right? That was a guy that thrived in a position where he was short. Okay? Allen Iverson, only 6 feet tall. All right? Small. Hall of Famer. Thrives. Okay? Even Isaiah Thomas, not the Detroit Pistons Isaiah Thomas, but him too. But, you know, the Isaiah Thomas that played for the Boston Celtics for a 2-year stretch, man, before his hip injury. You know what I'm saying? He was only 5'10" and putting up 22, 23, 1 year, 29 points a game. All right, that shit's impressive. Draymond, nah. Putting up 8 points, 8 rebounds, or 7 rebounds, whatever it is, and 6 assists, that's not impressive to me, man. Okay? I don't give a fuck if he is 6'5". All right? Because technically, shit, Larry Johnson was 6'6". Okay? Larry Johnson was, I mean, they listed him as 6'7", but Larry Johnson was 6'6", maybe 6'5.5". And Larry Johnson was putting up 20 and 10 with the Charlotte Hornets before he hurt his back. Okay? So miss me with the bullshit. You know? Seriously. I mean, it's crazy.